Hello everyone, welcome back to Art Therapy with MindSoulMeditations. Before we get started, let's take a moment to take a deep breath and let it out slowly. And another one. Let's chat about something really cool, emotional healing through art. You know how sometimes you feel like you've got a jumble of feelings all tangled up inside? Well, that's where creating art can help you untangle the emotional knots. Imagine you've got this big, messy emotional closet. Art therapy is like Marie Kondo for your feelings, helping you sort through all that stuff, figure out what sparks joy, or maybe what's been causing you grief, and tidying it all up. Now, here's the fun part. You don't need to be Picasso to do this. It's all about letting your inner finger painting 5-year-old out to play, splashing some paint around, typing out a prompt, or even just doodling. It's all fair game. And the best part? There's no such thing as a bad artwork here. It's all about what it means to you. Think of it like emotional detective work, but instead of a magnifying glass, you've got a prompt. You might look at your images and think, I prompted a lot of blue here. I wonder what that's about. And just like that, you're already on your way to cracking the case of your feelings. And you know what? This artsy journey can lead to some pretty awesome places. You might find yourself getting better at handling those pesky mood swings, or suddenly realizing why you always get cranky on Tuesdays. It's like upgrading your emotional software. Plus, all this self-discovery can do wonders for your relationships. Imagine understanding yourself so well that you can actually explain to your partner why you freaked out about the dishes last night. Mind-blowing, right? But wait, there's more. Let's dive deeper into the benefits of emotional healing. Engaging in art can be incredibly calming. It's like a mini vacation for your brain, giving you a break from the constant chatter of everyday worries. As you create and express yourself through art, you're building confidence in your ability to navigate your emotions. It's like leveling up in the game of life. By exploring your feelings through art, you're developing a toolkit for managing your emotions. It's like having an emotional Swiss Army knife at your disposal. Emotional healing helps you bounce back from life's curveballs more easily. You're building emotional muscles that can help you weather future storms. Art therapy encourages you to focus on the present moment, promoting mindfulness and reducing anxiety about the future or regrets about the past. Believe it or not, emotional healing can have positive effects on your physical health too. Less stress can mean better sleep, lower blood pressure, and a stronger immune system. As you become more in tune with your own emotions, you may find it easier to understand and connect with others' feelings too. Now let's spark some creativity with 5 exciting artwork themes for AI art. Create a surreal landscape that represents different emotions. Imagine joy as a field of sunflowers under a rainbow sky, or anxiety as a stormy sea with jagged rocks. Generate abstract color fields that reflect your current emotional state. Let the AI blend and swirl colors in ways that resonate with your feelings. Design intricate, symmetrical mandalas infused with symbols of growth, healing, and personal transformation. Craft whimsical, childlike scenes that represent your hopes, dreams, and the pure joy of creativity. Create a collage-style image that represents your emotional journey, incorporating symbols, colors, and textures that tell your story of growth and healing. So what do you say? Ready to grab some crayons or fire up that AI art generator and start your journey to a happier, more balanced you? Trust me, your future self will high-five you for it. Remember, every brushstroke, every color choice, every silly doodle is a step towards understanding yourself better. And that understanding, it's like a super skill for navigating life's ups and downs. So go ahead, make a mess, make a masterpiece, but most importantly, make progress on your path to emotional well-being. So for today's prompt, we're going to talk about emotional healing. The first prompt that we're going to look at is going to deal with anger, frustration, and how to let that emotion out. So my prompt for today is rage embodied as a surreal abstract woman in red and purple paint, and textured mixed media elements like charcoal, ink washes, and collage fragments. The woman's form should be expressive and gestural, conveying the essence of anger through its distorted, emotive shapes and movements. Incorporate symbolic imagery or objects that metaphorically represent rage, and render it in a dynamic, emotionally vivid mixed media style combining fluid paint blends, energetic brushwork, and layered textural elements. It's quite the mouthful. It's a very long prompt, and while not every prompt needs to be this long, as you become more experienced in developing your prompts, you will find that you'll want to add a lot of extra information to really fine-tune the look that you're looking for. So let's go ahead and run this prompt. I'm going to go with an aspect ratio of 9:16. That's going to be more of a portrait style. And we'll submit that. So I think the red and the purple are maybe a little bit too vibrant and vivid. So I'm going to run it again, and I'm going to make some changes to the colors. I think I'm also going to make her standing before a tornado just to sort of bring some of that elemental energy into the image. And I'm going to change my purple to a gray paint. I'm also going to change some of my imagery so that I can bring that storm more in the forefront and put more emphasis on sort of the natural elements and the chaos. So I'm adding stormy weather and objects spinning within a tornado. So we'll also do an aspect ratio of 9:16, and we'll give that a try. So I'm going to copy the prompt and try it in a different aspect ratio. I think 16:9 might give us a better view of the wider storm. So we'll try both aspect ratios and see what we get. So these really didn't give me the tornado kind of look. I did get some swirling, not quite the effect that I was looking to achieve. So I think I'm going to need to probably rewrite this prompt, but we'll take a look and see what we've got. So I do like some of the chaos and the stormy element of the first one. It's pretty interesting, and I don't mind the third one with sort of like the spiral and the colors swirling up around, but it's not really quite what I had envisioned, but they are pretty interesting. So let's take a look at the ones in landscape. So we have a little bit more chaos going on with these, but again, it's not quite what I was really hoping to get. I don't really see the tornado quite as well as I was hoping for. It's more just sort of a chaotic blur of colors. So I'm going to try rerunning it, and we'll see how it looks in Niji just to see if we get better results. And we'll do that on both of them. You might notice that Niji does tend to run a little bit faster. I think it's not as busy on Niji, and so the servers there are probably able to process the images a little bit faster. So I'm definitely seeing results that are more in line with what I envisioned. So both sets are showing me something that I think really represents the storm a little bit better. Certainly encompasses the feeling of rage. So let's take a look at them a little more closely. So they're all kind of cool, but the first one, wow, the first one really stands out to me, where her head is just absolutely engulfed in this storm and she's overwhelmed. She's got stuff flying around her, like she is the storm, and I think that's a really strong image. The second one kind of has the same effect. I think why I like the first one better is it's got more of a background and it's more fully developed. So taking a closer look at it, we can sort of see some of the elements. So let's take a look at the ones in landscape. So again, these are a lot more powerful. The images definitely have a lot more complexity to them. The storm is more obvious. I think I like the first one and the last one the best. The last one in particular, where the storm is just sort of brewing around her as she's trying to walk. Like if you're feeling frustrated and you go for a walk and it's just all that frustration is wrapped around you. Let's take a closer look at the artworks I chose. I think these images really captured an angry and frustrated mood. Putting that emotion into your artwork is a great way to release it and deal with it in a healthy way. I encourage you to give it a try when you feel that turmoil, that cloud hovering over your head, and see if you're feeling any better. Even if you just grab a Sharpie and scribble aggressively on a paper, it can feel very therapeutic. I hope you enjoyed today's prompt. Let's look at this prompt using different style references. You can also blend your images by using your own image generations as a reference. We will discuss how we can do that in the next episode. Today's affirmation is, I allow myself to feel and process my emotions in a healthy way. Thank you for joining me for another day of art therapy. I hope you enjoyed the session, and I hope you had a chance to create some really amazing art. Make sure to join me again tomorrow, and I really look forward to seeing you there.